Okay, so Al Horford, NBA champion, was flirting around with retirement, and things was being said about where he was going to ultimately sign. Was he going to go back to the Boston Celtics and things like that? But it looks like Al Horford has decided to sign with the Golden State Warriors. Honestly, I like this move. I'm gonna be honest, I like this move a lot. I think Al Horford adds another component to what the Warriors want to do. Now, granted, we know Al Horford is one of the older players in the NBA. He's not as young as he used to be, but he's still formidable as far as being able to knock down open three-pointers, which I feel like he'll be able to do in this, Warriors offense. I feel like teaming him up with guys like Steph Curry, Draymond Green, you look at Jimmy Butler. So I look at this whole dynamic of what the Warriors want to do going forward and what they are trying to accomplish, which is winning another NBA championship. You bring another veteran guy in. Now, the question is, how is Steve Kerr going to use Al Horford as far as minutes are concerned? We know they're still in limbo, kind of, sort of, with how they want to use Jonathan Kuminga. But when I look at this Warriors team, I still say, okay, they're not young. They're an older, veteran-led group. I still feel like they need that other piece. We know what Stephen Curry is capable of. And I'm not saying that Al Horford is not, good when he is on the floor. He's one of those guys that knows exactly what to do when he's on the floor, honestly. He's one of those guys that know exactly where he's supposed to be. He knows his role, and he plays it very well, especially now in this part of his career. He played on a Boston Celtics team that went to the NBA Finals and ultimately won a championship, and he had guys like Kristaps Porzingis, Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, and also Jason Tatum on that same roster. So Al Horford knows exactly how to fit in. So I don't think fit is going to be an issue. My only issue is exactly how are the Golden State Warriors going to use him. Is it going to be a bench role? Is he going to start more often than not? That's the only question, because now you look at his age and you say, how many games will you be able to get out of Al Horford during the NBA season, where we know an 82-game grind is ahead of you before you actually get to the playoffs? And that's why I ultimately think that Horford joined the Warriors, because he feels like this team has an opportunity to ultimately win a championship. Now, the West is very tough. It's not the Eastern Conference. It's nowhere close to what the Eastern Conference is as far as competitiveness. We know the Warriors will be going up against the likes of the teams like the Denver Nuggets, who retooled, the Houston Rockets, who retooled, but ultimately, fell with the Van Vliet, injury news. But we will see how that goes. So I feel like the Warriors right now, I'm not going to say, they're in that 1, 2, 3, but I feel like as far as 4, 5, 6 in the West, they could be right there. You cannot, you can't rule out teams like the Los Angeles Lakers. You, of course, cannot rule out the champion Oklahoma City Thunder. So it's a lot of teams, I feel like, that are vying for pretty much some of the same spots. Still, Dallas Mavericks, the list can go on and on and on. But I think this Al Horford move was a great acquisition by the Golden State Warriors. So let me know what you guys think.